Hey, we're back in black! I already made that joke. The tea is now officially cold. We are continuing on with our dragons discussion. I believe I left off with... if I can scroll to it... We did not end there. Okay, there we go. We finished off Mega Altaria, which I think is a great choice. Altaria is also really good if you like her design. Once again, I find her kind of plain, but... you know, once again, she's really good if you're going for pure, if you're into that sort of thing, or you know, if you're willing to go pure stats. If I remember correctly, she's got a great special defense. Oh yeah, there it is. Big on the special defense, boy. All right, so the Bagons. Okay, the Bagons were my shit in Gen 3. I just couldn't find them for the life of me in my initial run through of Gen 3. I obviously could find them in other bits, but you know, as far as my initial playthrough was concerned, I was like, I think I found one Shelgon, and I didn't really think nothing of it for during the time. I don't know why. I guess it was because I don't know, man. I don't know what I was thinking back in the day when I was young. When everything was like a loaded gun. Salamence is my fucking jam, though. Let me tell you, he's the coolest dragon since like Gyarados. No, I don't want to get people mad at me. Let's see. I don't know. I like his design. I like how sharp he looks, oh man, Mega Salamence is even cooler! It's even cooler! It looks like a glider that's like ready to strike. I don't know how he can just levitate in the air like that. The sprites are overlapping in the screen that I'm looking at on the app. That's good, I like that a lot. And like, Mega Salamence ain't nothing to fuck with. It's more powerful. It's probably the most powerful fucking Mega I've seen since Mega Mawile. That, you know, is the most broken Pokemon currently existing from my understanding. Everybody they got mad at me when I told them my Mega Gengar could beat their Mega Mawile. But, you know, that was me just talking trash. I doubt it could, because, you know, they probably, like, homegrew their Mega Mawile, and I just picked up the fucking the Mega Hunter, the Shiny Hunter, the Shiny Hunter from Johnny, and I was like, yeah, I'll trade you the Shiny Chandelure, and he's like, you got it. So word to your homies. I love Mega Salamence. Latios, I didn't really give a thought toward until the Pokemon movie. And once again, like, we've been over them in the Psychic. Like, I forgot about how Latios and Latios differed by where the fat is on them, except, you know, like Latios is a bit more ass and Mega has a bit more forearm. And Mega Latios, who gives a shit about Mega Latios and Latios? They look the same. They don't look the same. It's so weird. This Mega Latios looks like the way Latios. Oh wait, no, never mind. I was looking at Mega Latios. Their Mega form has the forearm. Both Latios and Latios have the same amount of forearm and ass. They're just like different colorations with minute variations. I think maybe the fact is Latios looks more aerodynamic as opposed to Latios, which just looks like it wants to have fun. And I'm assuming that's why it was one of the main characters. It turned into a human girl. Fucking, I remember that shit. God. And like, it's like, what? Why Japan? Why? I mean, then again, we do have The Last Unicorn, so, which I'm pretty sure they stole the plot of for Latios in that movie. I'm not guaranteeing that. I'm not going to say that in a court of law, but it's my suspicion. Rayquaza is my favorite legendary, man. He's the coolest. He's a Chinese myth dragon, except actually one, unlike Gyarados, who, you know, isn't a dragon for some stupid ass reason. And why are we holding on the screen for a while? Silas, what are you doing? There you go. There you go. I had to make quick decisions. Alright, so let's see. I'm trying to scroll very carefully here because the slightest tick of my mouse will make the feed auto scroll, which I don't like it, but I don't bother checking in on it. Mega Rayquaza it's weird, but it's also cool because, like, I mean, first and foremost, I love its initial. I'm not as big a fan of Mega Rayquaza as I am of Classic Rayquaza, if I'm going to be real. Once again, I think that, like, Mega Rayquaza is over-designed. I think the coattails are neat, but, like, this weird sort of pincer jaw was unnecessary. The wings in the very back, like the extension of the wings was also unnecessary. It's just so over-designed comparatively to the simplicity of Rayquaza. And you know, the fire is also distracting coming out of it. Like, it's not... The fire could have been done better. I don't like the patterns in the fire, personally. And the way that it flies in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, those essential abominations. I'm gonna call them that right now, but I understand that's just me. But am I the only one? Oh god, who felt underwhelmed by Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? Am I nuts? I mean, I don't know anybody else I don't know anybody who's like, yeah, that. Even though I loved, ironically enough, I loved Pokemon X and Y. I suppose I was just expecting them to do more with the Gen 3 remake rather than what they ended up going with. If I had played through it again, I could give a better analysis, which maybe someday I'll pick that up again, but as for now, I'm still slugging through my moon playthrough, my basic bitch moon playthrough, not the classy, high flirtin' fucking ultra moon. Alright, we gotta keep this legged train going, ho. The Garchomps, I have them. There's one on the screen right now. I've explained what I like about them. I haven't explained what I liked about Mega Garchomp, on the other hand. And I think that he's pretty good. I wouldn't say he's the best design, but like they went for an unexpected style with him. Like, he's a bit more he has a bit more regality in his pattern, which is interesting. I can appreciate it. It's really off-putting comparatively to the classic Garchomp. It's like, I'm not crazy, right? You can see like this dicky, like this red dicky on his chest. That kind of works, and then the spikes going out of it are kind of like the folds of a suit jacket. Am I just farting in the air? I mean, that's pretty much all this channel is, considering nobody watches. But, you know, we're given what we have to... Dialga. Dialga and Palkia. Controversially, I didn't find that interesting as name brand Pokemon. On their own, they're pretty cool, I'd say. I enjoy I enjoy like the feetsies of Dialga, and the horns that Dialga has. Like I can dig it as like say a legendary, one of the legendary 3, but it's not a legendary 3. It's the head honcho legendary, which I don't feel is very appealing in general, because I don't know. Okay, like I found that like they just pretty much went with, and here's just a personal theory, they went with initial variations for Garudon with both of them. I feel like these were both Garudon designs at some point, because like especially Palkia, look at Palkia, the way that Palkia is hunched over, and its arms are in the same position, its legs are in the same position. Like literally, like they might as well have just tacked on a whole bunch of like Mewtwo armor on top of Groudon, and that would have satisfied them. Is it Groudon or Groudon? I think it's Groudon, but I'm feeling Groudon today, so I'm going to be sticking with that. I'm sure a lot of people will be upset, but I don't care. Giratina. I never thought of an evil Pokemon devil. And by the way, Ninja suddenly appeared over there, over here. Ah, goodness me. Giratina is a weird one because it's a giraffe. It's supposed to be a giraffe. I don't see it, but they tell me it's a giraffe because of the long neck, and I'm like, okay, alright, it's a giraffe, whatever you say. Even though I think that Girafarig looks more like a giraffe than Giratina. But I'm still sleepy. God damn, that's what happens when your tea gets cold. It relaxes you. But then again, you know, warm milk is also a relaxant as well. Is that what they call it? Maybe it's just called a depressant. I don't know. Giratina, don't get me wrong, I like its design and I love its conception. I'm not sure how I feel about the giraffe part, and let me critique its design just a little bit. First of all, those wings will not get something like that to fly. Don't even, and that's the altered form of Giratina I'm talking about. As for the 3 legs, why does it need 3 legs? Those legs look like they will hit each other consistently, judging by the way that it's sort of either they'll hit each other fairly consistently or they'll be very slow to move. There's barely enough space in there between those legs, unless it's like no, I'm just gonna say in general, just there's very little space in between them legs. Man, we're barely through like half the list, and I'm talking about Origin. I like 100% better. I like, once again, the Chinese Myth Dragon style. I like the way that it's floating. I like the tendrils coming out of its back. That I can get behind 100%, the Origin version. Now, Axew and Horus. They good. When I was a kid, I didn't care much for Haxorus's design. I'm kind of iffy on the color scheme. The sort of bronze and black and red doesn't really appeal to me, despite being a communist. They have this sort of the axe blade in the mouth sort of works in terms of long term. God, I am word salading all over today, and I apologize for that. Axew is Axew's cute. It looks like it got a little frisbee, and it's a consistent design. Like they made sure to make the design consistent between the Haxorus trees, and I like that a lot. Fracture looks like it's got plain wings in its teeth. Also, you know, I don't get the evolved necessity of Fracture having its jaw like that. with its airline teeth, but what can you do? Druddigan. I thought, I don't know, when I was a kid, like, wow, I'm having all sorts of nostalgia. Druddigan, I'll continue him on the next episode. For now, we'll just leave on the Hexorus, which is cool. Which is cool. Stay wild. Bada bing! Ayy! What was that? That was the lamest goddamn thing I've ever done in my... I'm not good at this. No wonder I haven't earned enough subscribers for 8 years!
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow.